Hi, my name's Karlye Schippert.
I'm Zoie Bateman,
And we're from Evansville, Indiana. We both started playing volleyball in elementary school. Our elementary school had like these after school practices where kids could just stay and like play. So I started playing because all my girlfriends were playing, which
Same here.
yeah.
And then we went up to middle school and we played in school together for 3 years. And then our 7th grade year, we started playing club together. And we have played club together 4 out of our 6 years. And then we moved up to high school and kept playing together. We had the same coach move up with us, which made it really fun.
I think our situation as athletes here is a little bit different than like your typical student athlete because we both have come from the same hometown. We've been going to school together since elementary school. We're from Evansville, Indiana, which is like 8.5-ish hours away, so pretty good distance. But once we both figured out that we were committed and coming to Chatham, there wasn't really any question like, oh, like, should we room together? It was like, we're rooming together. We had our signing together. We've been sending each other TikToks of what we wanted our room to look like since the spring. We went shopping together in the summer. So I think personally it's been nice having Zoe here from home. It's like a little piece of Evansville here at Chatham.
Yeah.
And like anytime I get homesick, I'll have Zoe with me. So we'll just, talk about our friends at home or do something to like take us out of that funk.
They say as soon as you step on campus, you know, and I definitely experienced that, but I just didn't want to admit it. But then once I saw Karlye announce that she was committing here, I immediately texted my family. I texted coach and I was like, I'm going to Chatham, it's for sure. So it definitely made it a lot easier to come here. And then like she said, I don't know, just like a piece of home here. It's just made it more enjoyable, always having somebody to connect with, and it makes it a lot easier to be so far away. Definitely a little bit of a culture shock. There's a few things that Karlye and I always talk about, like our favorite Mexican restaurant at home and one of our favorite dishes, chicken on the beach. Nobody knows what that is. They don't have it here, which does make it a little bit more easy to get homesick. But that's definitely different. The volleyball culture is a little bit different. And we always hear something about the way we talk. For sure.
Everybody has to mention our accents. But yeah, I would say obviously the basic fundamentals of volleyball are all the same. It's the same sport, but there are just some things when coach will say something, I'm like, oh wait, what does that mean? And then he'll have to explain it and be like, oh, this is a set pattern that I'm talking about. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So that's a little bit different than back home.
I talk with my family and friends every day. I like to FaceTime my sister a lot when I'm doing things. I always like to FaceTime her, whether I'm at a concert or just out and about in the city, and show her what I'm doing. Obviously send lots of pictures. And then my best friend, we always have lived apart because we met through travel volleyball. So making the switch from an hour to 8 hours wasn't really that big of a deal for us, as we've always had to stay in touch over the phone.
Yeah, I would say FaceTime is probably my main way of communication. Somebody needs to look at my FaceTime screen time because it has to be crazy. By the time I call my mom, my dad, my family, all my friends, it's crazy. Yeah. But also, my family and one of my best friends has this frame in her room that I can send pictures to. So if I'm studying in the library, I'll send her a picture. Before game days, I'll send my family pictures. So.
Obviously we ended on a pretty high note last season, making it to the PAC championships for the first time in school history for volleyball. And we did lose quite a few people, but I think we've brought in so many new faces that have just been such a big asset to the team, and we could just see our program building every day.
A good personal goal for us is that we just want to continue to represent Evansville, Indiana in a good way and just continue to make our family and our friends proud of us back at home.
I would have to agree.